some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, it's scarce here. Lots of news today. Lots of exposure. And double upload. Exposed. 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 Exposed.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here. So from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories.
Exposed, 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 exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, it's Scarce here. Lots of news today. Lots of exposure. And double upload. Exposed. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose.
How is everyone this evening? Someone asked me about the jelly effect. It was actually a super chat. The super chat Sherry Popper over evening. T-Joe. He popped this super chat fucking cherry. What a great man he is. It's not really that fucking bad. I actually think that on my older iPad mini that it was worse. It's not really a big deal. Like, you could even go out of your way. I've noticed it, but it's not nearly as bad. And I'm sure they could fix it with like a firmware. But if they can't, oh no. Like, it's really, like, I was playing Call of Duty on there, and it was fine there, and there was none there. Like, that's the stuff it would bother me with, like scrolling through like the fucking New York Times, where 95% of the time you're gonna be, until you move the page, you're gonna be you're not gonna sit there scrolling the text as you're reading it like this. You know what I mean? Now, if it did it with, like, if I was playing Call of Duty, which I tried, it doesn't do it, at least from what I see, then I would be like, oh shit. You know, that. Oh man, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. So, now, it's not really that bad. Make that quiet for now. In any way, like, if they never fix it, I really don't care. Like, my other iPad mini, it was worse. And in important things, like I said, like games and stuff like that, if it did it, then I would be concerned. But no, it's fine. So, yes, QVC Roast. We'll wait till we hit about 500 people. That shouldn't take too long. So I like it. It's a weird device because it's so good, but it's kind of a. But the thing is, I actually got with LTE in it, or 5G, so you can put your SIM card in, and that's what I like about it too. Is that it's like a device that's has a little bit more screen real estate than a normal phone. It's more powerful than any smartphone out there. There's nothing from Snapdragon right now that would compete with it, and I could navigate on Google Maps with it. I could the video is on it is nice. The video on it is quite nice. Am I beefing with Dreamcast guy? No. The amount of arguments I saw on Twitter that you could fit an iPad mini in your pocket is absurd and insane. Like, why would you do? You're gonna break the device, dude. When I was 420 fucking pounds, there was nothing. I see the other super chats above you. I didn't forget about you. There was. Let me go get it. Hold on. Who wants Rich to take his shirt off? Well, you know the deal with that, bro. Would you recommend getting the Mini or the M1? What are you looking to do on it? But see, I can't even say that because, well, I mean, if you're going to be doing a lot of like photo editing or video editing, and you like, I would say get the bigger screen real estate. But you can definitely do all that. And I don't. Yes, Dying Light is coming to Switch. I'm interested to see how that runs. Angie Nash is here. How are you? So all Ali Man, thank you for becoming a member. I'm going to go get it. I'm not going to put it in my pocket. I bought the damn thing. I don't want it to fucking break, but I'm going to go get it. I'll be right back. That's all I'm doing. No one leave. My large ass is just going to get a horse. Who is messaging me now? Oh. All right. Be right back. Joey's World Tour ASMR. Okay, so coffee's done. Yeah, I'll take the pen off so you may get the actual. Put it on here. This is the iPad mini. What planet is this fitting in a fucking pocket? Which it might, but you'll end up breaking it. And then the person's like, oh, I put my Switch in my pocket. I'm like, what fucking Jenko jeans did you get out of 1995 that you're putting for your... You're putting the fucking... Get out of here. And even if you can fit like your Switch or you don't want to, it's going to break it. Like, that's so fucking stupid, man. All right, I'll check out your Twitter DM. Let me see. Stranded J. Okay. I don't see it, dude. Did you just send it now? Like, even when I was 420 fucking pounds, this was not fitting in any of my pants pockets. And if it does, you're going to end up, like, bending it or breaking it. And forget about the Switch. You'll end up destroying, like, the Joy-Cons. Like, give me a break, man. I think people just like arguing for the sake, like, I just want to prove you wrong. Like, okay, congratulations, you found like the one. Well, damn. Here I go. Okay. Like, congratulations, you found the one pair of fucking pants that will fit it. Like, I bet that person would be the kind of person that would go out of their, like, break their new iPad mini to fit it in their pants to prove me wrong. It's like, okay, have at it then. Like, most normal people I know of various sizes. Richard, you put your name in the Goblet of Fire. What the fuck is the Goblet of Fire, sir? Who is messaging me now? I swear, it's like people sense that I'm streaming, which is, I mean, pocket iPad, like, yeah, about, you know, like I could put it in my, like, okay, I'm sure you can, but should you? Like, I could go to the grocery store naked right now, but should I? And it probably won't end well. Just like shoving this in your pocket probably won't end well for your iPad mini. Like, why would you do that? Put it in a case. Put it like it's not a pocketable device, or get another device like a bigger-isk phone and use that. Or get a Fold, you know? Get a Z Fold. Like, it's not a device to do that with. Even the Switch Lite, like, oh, even the Switch Lite would be slightly more pocketable. You're going to, like, if you just put it in your pocket, even with the screen protector, those analog sticks are going to get dragged back and forth. It's going to be destroyed. The lint and, like, other crap that's in your pockets, I don't care how much you clean your pants, it's going to have lint and fuzz, and maybe you put horse manure in your pocket, because that's normally, come on, birds. Birds and horse manure always go in pockets. And you don't know, man, there may be a bird turd in there. But you get my point. Oh, me not being a weirdo for 5 seconds. Like, it's just the most impractical, illogical thing. But it's just like, oh, someone said something, so I have to say the opposite. I don't even care for me. Do I have a... Oh, the camera's on. Do I have it? I should. I gotta remember where all this shit is now. Spread.
Oh, the camera's on.
That is from when DSP got caught fapping. I wouldn't put it, but even again, like, it would maybe, like, if I said you had, like, Jenko-esque jeans, maybe. But even then, like, even if you have a Switch Lite, why the fuck would you just want to put that in? It's going to get destroyed. The analog that you're going to talk about, like, artificially prematurely bringing on Joy-Con drift. You'll have Joy-Con fucking fly out the window. Oh, the camera's on the whole time. You know, oh, hello. You know, I was not tugging on my penis and shooting a load on my PlayStation 4 controller. I was not doing that. And it's so fun. And it's so great. Today, I was working on something, and YouTube automatically started playing his stream. It's not a detractor video. And like, I was watching it, and he was saying, if you keep spamming the same thing over and over again, I'm just going to block all of you. I'm just like, dude, I mean, once in a while, if shit gets extreme, I've had to block people. Or, you know, if you have the, hey, Rich, did you get fisted by Bill Gates on a Friday with Dr. Bob Stevens watching you? Yeah, you'll get blocked for that. But every time I tune into his streams, like, I feel like he's a substitute teacher yelling at his kids. Like, and I'm watching his stream, and I didn't put it on. It's not like, let me see what DSP is doing. Like, it just came on, and he was doing what he does best. Rich, I'm interested in your advice. I'm looking for a 75-inch OLED 120 hertz for gaming for my kids' Christmas. I mean, oh, God. Why do you got to ask a tough question? Because the brand I would go with until recently was LG. But I've had 4 fucking devices with displays on them from LG that have all had issues. Now, LG, someone's coming relatively soon. They just have to wait for the panel to come in to fix this. It's under warranty. But and keep in mind, I've damaged none of these televisions. They just failed. This monitor has flickering issues, LG. My B9 in my bedroom. Now, keep in mind, I did pick it up once by myself, but I was super careful when I did it. But maybe that was it, so I have to mention it. That one needed to be repaneled. But that could be a wild card because I did pick it up. Fine. The other older LG monitors that I had here, both, or one of them flickered. My living room nanocell had a line in it too, so that had to be replaced. But when it comes to OLED, LG is like king shit. If one reason alone is that all of their HDMI ports, at least on their OLED TVs, are all HDMI 2.1. It's not like 2 HDMI 2.0 and 2 HDMI 2.1. So I don't know. Hero, I blast the exposed song in my car when stopped at traffic light and point and stare at the driver next to me saying, you are exposed. And you better watch, man. You're going to fucking someone freak out on you. Like some police activity shit, but that's amazing, though. You could fit it in a cargo pant, but why? Yeah, like, why the fuck would you? It's so ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is not a practical device, to put in your pocket. Neither is the Switch, and I will go and say the Switch Lite. Sure, it's much more. It's the probability of it fitting in your pocket is higher with the Switch Lite, but with those your Joy-Cons are going to get the analog sticks are going to get destroyed. I am not naked. I have a thong on, so stop. Went to the moon today because I had Subway. Oh, you blasted off. Yeah, dude, there's something up. I can't fuck with them. Even their salads. Even their salads. I can't fuck with them. Even their salads. Like, why does a rotisserie chicken like I get the roasted rotisserie chicken with one of their like salads? Why does that give me the shits? It makes no sense. There's nothing in there that should make your ass explode, yet my ass explodes. I'm drinking some Polar Seltzer. My hesitance with the Mini is the screen size and the fact that the cellular version only has a $200 price $200 price difference from the M11-inch M1. Oh yeah, you get it because there's some reason that you want this size, and I just think I personally, yes, it's a novelty device for me. I like the fact that, what is this moon about? Oh, do not disturb is on. Okay. You have a lot of power in something. Yeah, like, see, even my other iPad, that, like, it almost looks like when I'm in the menus, it runs at 30 FPS. It's obviously the processor has plenty of power, but But let me see. Let's see if we could see. Maybe I could open up a web page here. Let's see. Do you see the jelly? Yeah, you see a little bit of jelly. It's so slight, though. You could see it. Let me see. Here, you could see it. You see it? Wait, oh, no, wait. It's not. Oh, come on. You see it? I don't know if you can. It's overexposed. It's so minute, man. It's so minimal. I don't know. I mean, look, I get it. It's not a cheap device, and I understand that, you know, your standards, but it's, if I'm not complaining about it, and I fucking complain about everything, because I, you know, when I spend a lot of money on tech, I expect it to perform the way I expect it to. If I'm not complaining about it, I can't be a big deal, because I complain about everything. And I think I still feel justified. I admit I complain about everything when it comes to spending money on electronics, because when I feel you spend that fucking money, you should get a product that meets a certain level of standards. That to me is nominal. I'm not saying it, if it bothers you, it bothers you. I'm not going to downplay it for you if it bothers you, but to me it's that's negligible. It's not a big deal. Talk about the Chris Chan letter from jail. Could someone give me a link to it? Sure. He justifies what he did to his mother. So since he's getting evicted, is it true Edie is going to be living at your house, hiding under Carlos? Better not be. Or is he going to be panhandling on the street? Better stay the fuck away from my house. What are your thoughts on xCloud or remote play for the Series X? What is it like compared to gaming on the console? It's not perfect. I would not like, oh man, I'm selling all my consoles just playing on xCloud. I mean, even with like my super high speed internet, there's hiccups here and there, and they've improved the latency, but it still needs more improving. But yeah, it's definitely like sitting there playing Halo the Master Horse Collection on my phone instead of having to have another device next to me. The Aya Neo is great. I was just playing Grand Theft Auto with like on a mixture of settings at 1280 by 800 on the Aya Neo, keeping around 60 FPS. But Kyle, glad to see you back, man, by the way. So who is the iPad mini geared towards? Interesting question. Because I think this thing is fantastic. I like, and it just, you get a lot of power in a device where you have more screen real estate than you have on a phone, a normal phone anyway, not talking about a foldable. And it's still like, once I have the case for this thing, I could put it in a backpack or something like that, and you have a really powerful computing experience. And now with the improved cameras, like, you don't look like as much of an asshole with this, like, taking camera shots. You know, I mean, yeah, you kind of, you know, it still looks slightly more ridiculous, but this is, I'm okay with this, you know. And now it has a decent camera on it. Like, you could do up to 4K 60. You could do 4K 60 with the rear-facing camera now, video. It has a 12 megapixel sensor. So you kind of have a content creation device on the go. It's definitely, like, say you were going to a convention or something like that, and you want to, like, say you were, you know, you're a YouTuber, you're going to a convention and you want to film stuff while you're there, or say you're like a tech YouTuber and you're going to, I mean, I wouldn't use this as my main thing, but maybe as an extra B-roll, and you're going to a Sony event or whatever, and you need something to film, or you're going to E3 if that ever happens again. Or what happens in early January all the time where they show off all like new PC tech and like TV tech. If you're going there, like, this is cool to have because you have a device that can now take 4K video, take decent stills, and you could fucking edit it right on this thing if you wanted to. You know what I mean? So it's pretty amazing what you can do. And God, it's so much smaller. It's so much smaller than my 2018 iPad Pro. So that's a use. Like, say you like want to just have a device that sips battery power and still is very capable in a pinch. There you go. You know. I don't know. I'm very torn on COD Vanguard. So you reset the video straight to the J. I will check that out. Chris Chan sent a letter to someone declaring he was a reincarnation of Jesus Christ and he is the son. Dude, they're insane. I've said this about Chris Chan. They should have been institutionalized from like 2010. They cannot function as a human being in normal society. Also, Chris Chan said by banging his mom, he purified her. Going from an iPad to talking about something like that, man. Hey, it's part of what's going on. It's not, no, I'm not throwing any shade at you. I just, what the fuck do you say? What do you even say? Like, think about what. You know what I mean? You spend 20 minutes with your dad telling him about. Are you the same person that if you got the COVID shot that they would kick you out of the house? Oh shit! There's over 600 people here, and I'm baked and caught up in talking about crazy shit. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I will have a goal, and it's okay if we don't reach it. I don't have goals where I get angry if we don't reach, and we have one. If we get to $1,000 super chat goal tonight, I will not only do in a stream the one chip challenge. I will also get the the one chip challenge. I'll also do the nut challenge in a stream. So let's see what happens. Anyway, let's have some fun with this. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, though. You guys know I'm not gonna. So here we go.
On Thursday night, because I was sitting at home watching David, and
now I have no ill will. I just bought an iPad Mini. Here goes Boomer Tech TV. So I just bought an iPad Mini. This is not shade at the but. I already know what they're going to do here. I didn't even watch this yet. I purposely don't watch it because I want my reactions to be natural. We are at 136 right now. We are at 136. So let's see what happens.
And 2,500.
And I will show, if we do reach it, to prove it, I will show you on stream. I'll order it here and you will see the order go through. Can I do that without showing my address? I think so. I've done those challenges. It's a rough ride. That's why do you think I want to get a high goal to it? Again, if we don't reach it, we don't reach it. I'm not like that either.
Were ordered at that time.
If I reach $1,000 in super chats this evening, I know it's a tall order. I will do in one stream, the one chip challenge and the nut challenge, where it says they're super fucking hot. Look here, I got both for you.
Look here! Look, listen! Oh, the camera's on.
It's the Apple iPad.
It's the Apple. But you would think, though, okay, I get their audience doesn't understand this stuff. The guy you hate, thank you for becoming a member. Well, they're still selling the basic iPad, which is still considered like one of the best tech deals out there, because it's still very capable, but it has that very dated design. It doesn't even have a laminated screen, so it looks very dated, but you still get a lot of performance for the dollar.
To the rescue.
Doing my part, can I get your favorite man butt sauce? If you had to put sauce and eat man butt, what sauce would you use? Blue cheese. I love blue cheese, and if I had no choice, it was like, you eat man butt or die. That's very clippable. The blue cheese in my mind would kind of mitigate because it already has that funk, so I wouldn't taste the anal funk. I don't know. I've never eaten a man's butt, and I don't want to eat a man's butt. And if I ever do eat a man's butt and have no choice but to, like, say for some reason I was in your situation, I would want blue cheese there to mitigate the pain.
I know any kind of electronics, like Dan was just talking about, are really hard to come by. Really, really hard to come by. This is the 8th generation. It was just debuted from Apple.
You can get 2 farts. Maybe. Maybe. There you go.
Their newest, September 2020. This is the newest Apple iPad. This is the 10.2 inch.
Is the nut challenge where you pull a DSP. I wasn't going to pause again, but that was good. I wasn't going to pause again, but that was quality. Let's continue.
That you all love. We're going to give you a choice of how many gigabytes you want. So you can choose the 32 or the 128 gigabytes. And don't worry, we'll explain why you
do it for the horses. Oh no. We're already at 254, man. I give QVC credit. At least they're not trying to sell garbage tech like the last stream. Well, yeah, I mean, they sell garbage tech too, don't worry. But this is, let's see what they make you pay for it, though.
Might want one or the other. Obviously, they have 2 different prices.
I don't think she's good looking. I bet she was good looking when she was like in her like 20s and 30s.
But this 8th...
Like, then there's like Jennifer Tilly, who just like, I mean, she does look older, but I would... if the punishment to if I was sentenced to die by suffocating on her boobs, I would be okay with that.
Generation is 40% faster than the 7th generation. It has a really cool bionic chip inside it.
It has a really cool bionic chip. Which one? Which bionic chip? You make it like it's going to grow arms and be a cyborg. I am an Apple iPad. I am going to go to Review Tech USA's house and feed him a spicy chip. That made no sense at all. That made zero fucking sense. We're already at 254, though. I have a feeling this may be a problem. Yeah, Jennifer Tilly, she could be 90. If she looks the way she does now, that would motorboat me all day. If she wanted to, I should say.
And it even does better with the graphics. Here we go on your...
So she didn't even go. She really didn't. I thought she was actually... I thought I just paused too early. She really didn't. She did not say the chip. It's just bionic. Could be... Which one? Pick a chip. Any chip. They're old people. They don't give a fuck.
Choices, and I'm glad that you're shopping this morning because I was so worried I would hardly have anything to be able to offer you. First, you're going...
I'm sure you were.
...going to choose the color of the case of...
Death by Internet, thank you for becoming a member.
...the iPad. This is space gray. Down here is silver. And this is what Apple calls Apple Gold, but Emma and I decided this is rose...
No, it is rose gold. It's not Apple Gold. It's always been rose gold.
Of course, Apple never asked us, nor do they care. This is your charger right here.
I'm pretty sure Apple would care how you represent their product. It's not, I'm sure they don't care about that, but, you know, like if you turned it around and you were just showing a pair of titties on there, I'm sure they wouldn't be okay with that.
So you got that little block, and then here's your charger. You are going to get cool.
I mean, all bullshit aside, whatever she's saying aside, gotta love that leopard print case there. That's the one I want too. I'm gonna go walk around the mall shirtless with a leopard print iPad. Don't at me. Well, Angie, I appreciate that, man. But if you want to just bring your membership here, you're more than welcome to. Because if I hit 1,000 members here, that's another goal. But again, I don't push my goals. You know, if they happen, great. If they don't, it's no big deal. But if I hit 1,000 members here for 30 streams, and I believe I said for each stream will be 3 hours. Oh, fuck me. I'm insane. Because that means I'm going to hit it. I will wear a chicken suit. I have it here already. She looks like 90s Jenny, yes, she kind of does look like Jenny Jones. That's a good one, man. You got to fart for that. Whoa! And this.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
Can I taste your nuts?
You get it all. You get the whole package. That is really fucking true.
Coordinating color DJ style headphones, which will be nice if you're.
Yeah, because you can't go to like Dollar General right now and get those same exact headphones. It's just true. It's not even me looking for things to pick out. Like you could tell by the shininess of that plastic that is cheap hot garbage.
Using this for work, if you're still working from home, your kids are, still at home.
Yeah, just put on that wired headset, which, look, I'm glad those still have headphone jacks. I wish this had a headphone jack because I've actually done once in a while some DJing stuff from an iPad. But, those ain't it, Chief.
Homeschooling. Here's your stylus.
That's the stuff. That's this. Yeah, they won't be giving you any kind of first-gen Apple Pencil with that thing. Does it even have? I think it has first-gen Apple Pencil support. The iPad now. What is that thing, man? It looks like they took the tip off a condom and put it on a fucking wooden pencil.
Here are wired earbuds,
those look like
cleaning
shit.
Cloth, a nice
And those
little
cloths don't
stand.
clean well. The stand has some use there. The headphones are useful, but they probably sound like shit. The microfiber cloth, I have a billion of those. They just like those, like you need the ones with a little bit of, they won't scratch the screen. It's microfiber. This is microfiber. I still am gentle, but you could actually, but these, because it has the pills or whatever you want to call it, the texture, it won't damage the screen, but it'll actually take the grease off. That just smears the grease around. And those come with, you could find those, they'll literally give you those at like Best Buy to clean your fucking screen. David Smith, thank you for becoming a member.
And that you can work with. Here's going to be a little carrying sleeve for you.
That's actually fairly useful. I'll give him credit where credit's due. I won't just roast for the sake of roasting.
And you'll also get a really nice amount of software. When you...
Oh, so they're giving you bloatware and trying to make it like it's a feature. Bless them. I would love to see what's included in there with that woman. That I guarantee you that's like a generic 90s photo that the model was like 18 there. She's probably like my age now.
You have the Apple iPad. You have over 1 million apps on this thing. So we're going to give you some nice additional things in our pack up for you. So let's talk colors, because here's where you get to not only choose the color of the iPad case.
Todd Pro. Oh yeah, fuck Todd. He still fucks with my cheese. He doesn't he doesn't wash his hands after he shits, and he'll have fucking shit under his nails, and he sticks his fingers in my provolone with his provolone and bologna sandwiches. Fuck Todd in his ass. Ugh. This is the kind of... But there's nothing wrong with the iPad in and of itself. It's a pretty badass device, especially for the price. I mean, it looks dated, but its performance is great. But all this extra shit, like the leopard print, like what are those? Oh, well, you got, yes, I will get the leopard case for my, actually, I'm getting a folio case. It'll be here like tomorrow or the day after, but, and I'm also going to get the tempered glass too. But I'm already really enjoying those. Like I play, what's nice is that it's a nice sized, like say you don't want to use a gamepad and then have your device. What's nice about this is like it's big enough so you get a much better gaming experience, but it's still small enough that using the touch controls is like using touch controls on this. I've done it. You can do it, but why the fuck would you want to? Here it's actually something you could do and still have fun, and you're getting a bigger screen experience. And I wouldn't want to do that like on the Fold because you're putting pressure on the screen the entire... I don't know. I love the Fold, but I have folds under my tits, so... But you get Metal Beer Solid. I like your name. You get what I'm saying. If you're gonna game, which sometimes you're in a place where you have this and don't. Well, like you could have your Switch. Listen, Metal Beer Solid with your crafty fucking witty name. I'm just saying, okay. I'm just saying that if you want a game like Call of, which actually I do enjoy Call of Duty on the phone. It's one of like the only games I enjoy on my fucking phone. I mean, I wouldn't consider Castlevania Symphony Night, even though you could play it in here with a controller. By the way, out of the box, you download the app. It works natively with the Xbox controller. Good game to play if you have an iOS device or Android device. But if you're in a place where you want to play something, you can do it, and it's pretty nice, and it's pretty comfortable, and it runs super fucking smooth. It has the newest chip in there that they use in the new iPhone 13s. So it's kind of like, yeah, it actually makes it more fun. You know, it's not my first device to go to, but yeah, I do once in a while play Call of Duty Mobile. I like it. Metal Beer Solid, dude. What do you think? Do you have a good internet name that you can throw shade at me, sir? Just because I'm shirtless right here, right now, and self-deprecating myself does not mean you get the right to make fun of my gaming choices. I'm just a man on the internet. I'm an old fuck that you're watching right now.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Do you have a soundboard with those sounds on there, Metal Beer? I bet you don't. I know you're jealous. You don't have this either. He's jealous because he doesn't have a bird like you. You're gorgeous. You understand me? Yeah. I took a shower. I don't have corn there, so don't get weird, man. Fucking bird is always causing problems. $5 says those headphones sound as if you're underwater and bass is cranked. Of course. Because, yeah, when they have shitty drivers, Cole, people are really trying to get me there, man. We're at 281 right now. Incredible. May I get 5 farts in a moan? Yes, you can. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh! I only did 4. I had to do 1 more.
Or iPad itself, but the color of the case that you want. So
I think the thing that always bothers me is not the iPad. Again, that's a pretty badass device. It is, even though it looks dated and its form factor is dated. They update the specs, and I would recommend a lot of people to get the iPad if you're looking for a tablet. But when they just like slather turds on top of it and try to make you think the turds are cherries. Oh, look at this useless crap we're selling totally justifies us making the price like 2.5 times what it should be MSRP. It's just gross.
So black, and then that would be black DJ headphones. Here's silver, and you can see the white.
Thought that was white.
Headphones.
Oh, they are white headphones. Okay.
Here's red, and it's sort of a berry red, so that you know. And then you have berry color headphones.
Thank you. Is this Sesame Street? Did we go to thank you for telling me what the fucking colors are? I could see on the screen. I mean, if you were colorblind, fine. Exceptions.
This they called rose gold, so that's rose gold, and this is sort of more of a...
That's like a lavender, and that's a washed out pink.
A lilac color, just so that you know. Blue marble is kind of cool too, and there...
No, it's not. It looks cheap. Looks like a bed sheet you would buy like a 12-year-old for their bunk bed in like the mid-90s.
There is your like a navy headphone. This is called leopard, and leopard will have like a ginger headphone. But there's one more thing.
Yeah, that doesn't look cheap. I can put my shirt back on. All right.
I want you to see before I go ahead and show you. When you open the case up, what's nice about this, and you'd have to buy all these things separately, is it's a keyboard case.
as much as that's a cheap piece of shit case, that I've actually known some people who have that keyboard case for the iPad. It works fine. It's typable. It's fine. It does the job, and it's kind of nice to have with that. So if you want to like do something like type out like a paper or something like that.
So now this becomes functional for a lot of what we do work-wise and what the kids may be doing as well in school. So keep that in mind. All right, so here's the price and what's going on and why this.
Okay. If sold separately, 5 easy. They're 32. And how much do they sell the iPad for? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's see if they're really ripping you off as bad as I think they are. iPad 2021. No, not the... of course they show the iPad Pro. I don't want an iPad Pro. The best iPad for nearly everyone. Yeah, yeah. Price. Oh my God. It's still way too much. So this is the 8th gen. The 9th gen one just came out. So 32 gigabytes is $329. If sold, it's bullshit. So they're getting like almost $200 for all that garbage, which they probably paid nothing for. Literally, they probably go all that shit for pennies. How much is the 128 though? Why aren't they saying that there? Why is it just showing one price? Why is Apple why are you doing that, Apple Insider? All right, buy iPad. Let me just go to Apple. Let me go to iPad. iPad new. Okay. Easy does it all. Just buy. Just buy. 60, let's see. All right, I want space gray. Ha! So now they make 256. We're just going to go Wi-Fi. How much was this? May be more expensive. How much was the 128 iPad last year? So it's, yeah, they're ripping you off. They're absolutely ripping you off. It's $329, but what was the 128 last year? 2020 128 price. Apple's selling it refurbished for $349. Even if it was like $369, or maybe they would sell it for $400. That's like the high end. They're making like over $200, and this stuff costs nothing. And the thing is, if it was like decent accessories, fine. Okay, if it was decent, let me put my shirt on. What am I doing? Like if it was $429. Yeah, it's still almost $200. And the thing is, it's probably more than $200 of profit. That's if we just look at the retail numbers. But all of that stuff, and the thing is, you could get it for next to nothing on Wish.com. And that's retail prices on Wish.com. So they're not buying that shit at retail. All they're doing is fluffing this up because they know the base that they have doesn't understand how any of this shit works, and they think they're getting a great value. It's really sketchy if you think, because all that's everything there, maybe even that padded case, that folio case, is all going to break. It's all cheap shit. So you're spending way too much, and everything there is going to fall apart minus the iPad. I missed your super chat, Oakums, did I? Doing one part, can I get your favorite? No, oh, dude, I answered that in detail. If that's what you're talking about, dude, I answered that like like, oh, we should coin name the brown bundles for rip-ups like that. We should coin the name because it's all brown. Yeah, they're brown bundles. That is a very good name because it's all shit.
And so darn popular. If you would like, and the if sold separately, obviously it's going to be different. The 32 gigabyte would be over $700. Well, our price will be 5 easy pays at $98. I will also tell you there's a Q Card 12-month financing.
Where would this be? Stop it. Even if you bought that shit at Wish and they profited off of it, you would not be spending $732 and all that shit separately. There's just no way. Maybe there are some really shady gray area retailers that maybe they would try to profit that much off of it, but no fucking way, man.
So you could bring that down to $40.83 if you wanted to try that. The 128 gigabytes rather will be $124 a month. That's 5 easy pays. But if you wanted to take that to 12 months, it would be $51.67. Look at the difference on that. You're saving anywhere from $242 to $212, and you can spread your payments out. That's why people come to QVC and buy the Apple iPad, because if you went to the store and they're
no, they don't. You have a very small, very old demographic that does.
Lovely stores, and the people are really brilliant that work there, but
it's crazy to think like that during like the 80s and 90s that like buying shit like this was bleeding edge, you know, before there was Amazon and other fucking places like it. You know, oh wow, I could just sit down and they'll have technology hour at 4 p.m. Let me see what exciting technology. But so now what they do, because they know they have an older, more naive base that doesn't understand the technology, they maximize the profit they make off of each sale because they get less sales because everyone else has moved on to greener Jeff Bezos pastures.
You have to buy all these
Cassandra,
things separately,
I agree.
and before you know it, you're like, what did I just spend? The software also is included in that, and there you can
Let's see. What is the software? I love how they say DJ. Yeah, you bring those to any DJ set and you try to go like this and pull a side off, they'll break in 2 seconds.
Better of a breakout of the software.
So wait. Stop it now. Stop it now. They are saying that little cleaning cloth is worth almost $11. Let's say 10 because it's not over 50 cents. If they said 5, I would laugh at them. They're saying $10 and almost 50 cents for a cleaning cloth. That stylus pen, you could buy those. They usually literally have them like at gas stations when you go up in the front. They'll have those for like $1. The tablet they are saying that little cheap piece of plastic tablet stand is oh my god. Now a good neoprene sleeve I've seen for like $30. No, that isn't them. The headphones they got for like and that keyboard case is not like maybe 20. Fucking cloth. Yo, the cloth they are trying to say is worth that. And dude, I had like a whole fucking like 100-pack of these, and they're washable too, for like $20 from Home Depot. Like you're trying to fucking say that one cloth that a lot of times if you buy like a screen protector, like a tempered glass, they include them. Like, stop right now. This is not okay. We are at $295. We're getting there, man. You will see me suffer if we reach 1,000. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't happen, though, it doesn't happen. I always appreciate the support I get. I don't. You know my deal. But I will make myself suffer to the utmost degree if we do.
Breakdown of the software and the accessories. I mean, from the headphones to the tablet.
Yeah, I've seen. Bobby's right. I've seen good tempered glass screen fucking protectors, man. I've seen them for the same price that they're saying that cleaning cloth, which literally you could get for free, is $10. Who sat down and had the audacity to put this math together? Holy shit. What the fuck is MacU, transparent language? Like, who wants any of this? Even like the grandmas and grandpas don't want any of this. That's all bloatware bullshit. I don't know what Caribou All Access is. Maybe that's Caribou. Maybe that's the porn subscription that grandpa's gonna want. I'll be jerking off as soon as I get this thing home. Hi, Mom. Where's Dad? Where's your father? We just got that iPad, and he's been tugging on his penis all day. Paul! What? Your son's here. Get off the iPad. I need like 10 more minutes. It takes me a while. Your father is still jerking off. I don't want to think about that, Mom. That's disgusting. That's really fucking gross. Like, I didn't buy him a fucking iPad so he could just jerk off all day. Well, that's all your father does. He just strokes his penis as soon as he wakes up in the morning, right on the iPad.
Stand to the stylus pen to the earbuds, to the cleaning cloth, etc., etc. Here's what I was talking about, and you know.
She gives hard candy if we clean her roof like Bart. Who gives hard candy?
If you have the QVC credit card, this is a perfect opportunity to break it out and use it because you'd have 12 months and you're getting an album.
So we could rip you off slowly over time. It's I mean, look, they're not the only place that does it. Like Macy's does, like, well, no interest. But the thing is, fuck your no interest. The interest is that you're making people pay exorbitant prices for the iPad and throwing in Wish.com shit, getting it for next to nothing and saying you're giving a bundle. You do the same thing with the PS5 and the Series X. Would Razer make their Steam Deck? Depends on what's the specs inside of it. I like what Valve is doing, where they made a custom with RDNA 2 graphics. It's like, it's not just like an APU. And let me tell you something, their APUs, like, I was just playing Grand Theft Auto, like, on a mixture of like medium and like high shadows, and I was playing Grand Theft Auto and it ran about 60 FPS at 1280 by 800 on the Ioneo. So their regular APUs are no slouches, but now they have with hardware ray tracing acceleration built in with the RDNA 2 chip. And the custom SoC that AMD made for the Steam Deck, oof. So they would need to do something like that. You can't just pop in integrated graphics from Intel or pop in integrated graphics from AMD and say, here's a portable gaming PC. Because it's not. Like, what bothered me is, I won't name who the YouTuber was, like, oh, here is a sub $500 gaming PC. And all it was a Ryzen 5 APU. Now, with Ioneo, it was pretty cool because you're not trying to run a high-res screen, but you try to run a 1080p panel with those integrated graphics, stop. No, that's not a gaming PC. It could do some gaming. If we're going by chipsets that could do some gaming, you could call fucking anything a gaming PC then. Would Razer make so that they would have to have something like maybe an NVIDIA equivalent, or no, who knows, maybe they'll work with AMD as well. Mom, I touched an iPad and Dad is doing that on the tablet. Well, yeah, dude. Oh, bro, all kidding aside, I told you the war stories when I worked at, like, fixing computers at Circuit City back in the day. Keyboards are always fucking sticky, man. Wonder why. I got introduced to your channel from my boyfriend, linking me to your review of Chicken Gate, and have been watching since. Love the. Thank you very much, Fluffy. I appreciate it. Fluffy, or if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. I appreciate it. Chicken Gate brought people here. Chicken Gate brings everyone together. That's literally from his nose.
iPad, the 10.2, their greatest and latest.
It's a medical condition. I fucking snort. I have post-nasal drip. It's a medical condition. Why did you have to bring it up? I blame you, Fluffy. Even if that's not how you say your name, I like it. It's cool, Fluffy. It's a medical condition.
Version of it, so you don't have to worry. All the details are laid out right there. You can call us and ask us. However,
I get this vibe from this woman, and I could be wrong, that she really doesn't like this job. But it probably pays her decent, so she's like, which is 90% of people who are in jobs. But like, you just hear in her voice, she's probably like, as soon as that camera's like, give me the fucking script quicker next time. I'm sitting there waiting like a fucking, like, I don't know anything about the iPad. I'm on this. I'm literally about to go live, and you didn't even hand me the specs of this thing. I don't know what the fuck to do with this thing. I hate the iPad. I'm saying she's saying that. Obviously, I don't hate the iPad. I just bought another one for no fucking reason. She's like, fucking, she's like, we do it live. Fuck it.
however it works easy.
That's all from us today, and that's all. What the fuck does that say? I can't read what it says. It makes no sense. To play us out? I don't know what does that mean? Tomorrow night off, try not to eat whole pizza. Yeah, dude. Oh man, I actually, even at my fattest, it was always like max I would tap out at is like 4 slices. I'm sure there has been times in my life though I have eaten a whole pie. I would be a liar if I said I haven't. But I'm usually like when I just didn't give a shit and it was like 4 slices.
Easiest in your life. If you do not have the QVC credit card, which will get you those 12 months while you're using it, while you're enjoying it, the 30 days to try it out. If you apply today and you get approved and you use it, you will have a $50 account.
You also know, beyond the fact that they're already ripping you off with that bundle and there's a huge profit margin there, you know why companies do this, right? I've talked about this before, but we seem to have a higher than average number of people here. We usually go around 700. They always in the terms when you sign up for those cards that she's pushing really fucking hard, probably by metaphorical gunpoint, because I'm sure QVC, the executives, make them do that. If you skip a payment or you're late on a payment or you forget about a payment, they could just pound your hole with interest. That was why at my job, when I used to sell furniture, they basically were like, yeah, get him on the card, get him on the card. And then what we would do to incentivize people, be like, hey, it's just like cash. But if you sign up for a Raymore and Flanagan account, we could give you like 15% off. And the reason we were willing to do that was because, basically what the company was hoping was that they would like skip a payment, forget a payment, or a payment was late, and then they could just slam them up the butt with interest. Art corporations are wonderful.
Credit down the line in your account. So think about that. All right. Before I introduce you to
car dealers too, absolutely.
the man of the hour, Justin, let's
yeah, the man. Oh no, here we go. Is this the Justin
take a
that I
look
think
at
of?
some of the things that he's sharing with us that are special about this 8th generation.
I would be completely lost without my Apple iPad. It's the way that I check my emails when I first wake up in the morning.
No, it's not. You check your phone. Like, I have this thing, and I love it. I'm very happy with this so far. I don't think the jelly scrolling is a big deal. But I'm not going to use this to check my emails. I'm going to use my phone. You're a liar. And you could use your phone. I know I'm really nitpicking here, but I just know that's a lie. It just, maybe I'm really stoned, and that's why it's bothering me. But, no, you're not doing that. On a $20 Android phone that you got from Walmart, you could wake up and check your email, and it's a smaller, pocketable device that you're definitely going to use that instead, without question.
I, of course, am scrolling on social media, and I've been known to buy a few things on the QVC application that I have downloaded on here.
No, you're not. Unless they give some kind of insane employee discount. No, you're not.
But there's a lot more tips and tricks that you can do with this that maybe you didn't know. These are my 3 favorite.
Let's see what these groundbreaking tips are.
If you're anything like me, you love to set goals. I track my water intake. I track how many steps I take in a day. And now with iBooks, I can track how many minutes I read. I'm going to set a goal to read 45 minutes a day, and iBooks will track it for me. To scan a doc.
How are you tracking your steps if you're not taking the device with you? Like, are you like counting your steps and then going home? Like, no, you would use a smartwatch or you would use your phone. I track my steps that way with my phone.
Document is really simple. Open up the notes.
Yes, to be fair, people, yes, that is true. You got me on that one, Death Metal Probe. An older person, but like, hey, though, this guy who's probably a little younger than me is not waking up on his iPad and not waking up. He's checking on his phone.
This application, click on the camera on the top right-hand side, hit Scan Documents. This now uses the camera to find your document. Snap a photo of the document that you...
That shit is useful. I will say that is quite useful. I actually scan quite a bit of documents with that. I'm made out of Laffy Taffy, motherfucker. I'm ketchup, motherfucker. Oh, yes, zap your dumb ass. Bow down to a true pimp, bitch. I'm the juggernaut, bitch. All right, I will give credit there. What he's doing right there, and even the crappy camera on the base iPad is more like scanning documents is, mwah. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. That's actually a good. I'm actually surprised they're showing that because that's kind of like not the boomer thing, you know?
Scan. Then hit Keep Scan on the bottom right-hand side. That saves it to your iPad so that you're ready to send that scan off to anyone that may need it.
Ever been in a situation where you just can't use your hands? Have Siri help you out. Hey Siri, text mom, I love you.
Working on it. This is my imitation of Siri. Working on it. Still trying. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you say that again?
Your message to mom says I love you.
Now go text your mom. Tell her you love her.
It's also brilliant to have a non-water resistant device right next to the sink. That's not a good showing for the average, because again, the people that are going to buy this from QVC, he's kind of staring at me and making me uncomfortable right now. They're not going to know that they shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea. Like, water gets on that thing, it's not going to end well, depending on where it gets anyway. I mean, if it gets in the center of the screen, who gives a fuck? But didn't know I'd get a free super chat for being a member for 3 months, but there is the dono I was planning to spend anyways. Love you, breast father. The breast father. The breast father. What is Google Fish? Hold on. I have to get updates from Google Fish here. Rich, I beg of you. What happened with Tipster?
You ever read something that literally just made you feel dead inside?
I'll watch that later. If you want to feel smarter, just ask Siri and then answer your own question by yes. Dude, it's amazing that they started way earlier with Siri than Google did with Google Assistant. And I don't know, man. Like, and I like Google. That's one of the reasons that I love Android, is Google Assistant's baked into everything, and it just makes life easier.
Yes.
Okay.
Always stay on mom's good side, Justin. Justin Sachoka is with us this morning, and he's going to give us even more details.
Yes, always tell mom you love her while you're washing the dirt off of your hands. I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. I can't get clean. Brilliant idea. Missed my. Did I miss your super chat? Hey, chat your chat. Text your mom that you love her.
Tails on this. Good morning.
Yes. How did I miss your?
Yeah, so Justin, and as you and
sorry,
I talked
Patrick.
about, the 128 gigabytes, that is already flying out of here. So help us decide which one we can't live without.
What was that?
Yeah, not surprised.
I'm really fucking awkward right now. This is weird.
Look, the 128 gigabytes is 4 times the amount of memory. And let me explain what a gigabyte is. That's the way that we measure how much stuff we can put on here, Pat. So the more gigabytes, the more you can fill with this. Let's compare it to a closet. The 32 gigabyte is like a little coat closet that you can put.
What? I love this. Oh my God, this is a treasure. These are treasure troves of deliciousness on the internet. They really are.
A bunch of stuff in, but you may need to clean some stuff out. So if you get a new jacket, you may need to donate the old jacket. If you get a new vacuum cleaner, the one that's in there may need to go to the downstairs closet instead. But 128 gigabytes is like that dream walk-in closet. It's the one with a little island in the middle.
I mean, I guess for the demographic that would be buying this, it's a decent. I mean, actually, even I could deal with 128 gigabytes on a device like that, but it's not a dream club. It's such an awesome, that is such an awesome, like, 67-year-old grandma analogy. Like, they don't, like, here's a small closet, here's a big closet that you hide all your lies in, and fears, and insecurities. The shoes are just a facade. We know what's really in that closet. Tell them, Justin. Did you see they're going to integrate Alexa into Disney Parks hotel rooms? They're calling it Hey Disney. That's a little... I mean, we're already fucked anyway. I don't care. But we're getting to, like, Minority Report, where you're going to walk by something like, hey, Rich, do you want to buy this? We know you do, because all of our algorithms tell us that you do. We're watching every fucking thing that you do. But everyone's worried about a vaccine tracking them. They don't need a vaccine to track every fucking thing that you're doing. We're already screwed, so just get the goddamn vaccine if that's what you're worried about. Get the vaccine. Did I mention get the vaccine?
And it's got tons of clothes inside of it, and you can fill it up till your heart's content. That's like the 128 gigabyte iPad.
Little extreme, just a little over the top there, Justin. Just a little over the top. I mean, I understand again for that, but.
And the thing with Apple is there's no expandable storage. So once you make your decision today as to what gigabyte you need, that's going to be the one that you're with. Now, I'll tell you, my grandparents, they had 32 gigabyte tablets, and they had them for 7 years, and they didn't fill up the space because they were doing a lot of things online, checking their email, reading ebooks.
Yeah, they were just doing streaming shit at most. Hey, can you watch the old school QVC and H from back in the... Yes. Hit me up with one, Patrick, on after this we'll watch that.
These things take a lot, they take up a very little amount of space. And then it took them 7 years before they upgraded to the larger one when they started downloading more videos, more pictures, things like that. So it really comes down to personal choice. But if you don't ever want to worry, or if you've been somebody who's had a phone with the message that says, delete space, clear space to send that text, take that picture, then you know that you're going to want to go with the 128 gigabytes.
You know what, my friend, there's so much to talk about. I'm going to let you just continue to roll on this. This is the 8th generation, though. This is their newest.
They should show. I mean, it's known for not having a good camera. The camera is just meant for functionality. They should show a picture from it. I bet you they won't, because they know it's shit. Or if they do, then they're just hoping that their audience is too naive to know better.
Generation, it was just launched September 2020. So this isn't something old that we just found. We're just have a great relationship with Apple.
Yeah, that's right. And you were actually going through photos. Let me show you something cool about photos. Here's a picture of me and my aunt. Now, I don't remember where this picture was taken, but you don't have to remember where your pictures are taken anymore. Because if you swipe up on there with the new operating system, look what happens. This actually, one, identifies the people inside of it. So it actually will go through with facial recognition.
Yeah, it does, but it does that in any iOS device.
And identify who is who and place them into a folder. To make that even better, you can actually come over.
And again, though, they have the facial recognition stuff. But oh my God, they're going to track us and make us magnetic with the vaccine. Like, look at what every device that you fucking have can do. And I always remember this idiot that was having a, well, I don't take my phone with me everywhere. I'm like, yes, the fuck you do. Sonia, how are you? You do take your phone. I know for a fact that you do, because I know you. You take your fucking phone with you everywhere. You take your phone with you when you shit. You have your phone in your room with you when you have sex. You have your phone, like, probably at least outside of the room where you're showering, I hope. Because even with water resistance, you don't want to have it in a steamy hot shower with you. I know some people that do, though. Literally, I'm not kidding. You have it with you everywhere, and you're going to be anti-vax for that stupid fucking reason because you think they're trying to microchip you? They already got you. It's over. We lost. We are going to be tracked. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but I have like 16 fucking devices around me right now that have microphones. If Bill Gates wants to watch me jerk off, he's going to watch me jerk off. No pressure, though.
Over here, and it will open up a map of exactly where that was taken. So you can find the exact location.
It can find it knows everything. It knows your facial recognition. And this is the base iPad. It's over. The vaccine is not how they're tracking you. They have you already. My controller right here has a mic in it. My phone has mics in it. This iPad has the iPad Pro 2018 has mics in it. Probably the Soldier device, the Soldier game that's still right there, has mics in it. I have a mic connected to my computer. I have a mic with my camera. I have a mic in my webcam. I have a mic in my, multiple mics in my iPad mini, multiple mics actually in my iPad Pro. I got, Thank you, Dusk Blue. Rich, I shower with my iPhone 11 IPX rated boy, also Apple Care. Well, you have Apple Care Plus, so you have the I don't give a fuck plus plan.
Spread your cheeks and just
I didn't mean to
town.
hit that, but we're going with it. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, people got their, like, it's over. You should have been fighting this ages ago if that's what you're worried about. Not them sticking shit in your arm. They know everywhere you fucking are. They know what you look like. They know what you sound like. They're probably recording. Even when we're saying don't record, they're probably still recording us. Like, it's over. If you think the fucking vaccine is the way that Bill Gates is going to find you and pound your hole when he comes flying in your room with a hang glider, he can find other ways to find you and pound you. No pressure, though.
Can I taste your nuts?
I have a you have a microphone up your ass. There you go. So everyone's hearing everything you're doing, including your bowel. How do you must have to shit out the mic when you shit, though.
As to where you took your photos, and you can help to piece together where those memories are. Maybe you went to a restaurant, you got some really amazing.
I gotta piss. Stop! Okay, Rich, I couldn't find the old school QVC videos that were interesting, but I sent you one via Twitter also. Can you pinch my hole? Yes. Whoa! Of course. Oh, the camera's on. Let's continue with
dinner,
this excitement.
and you took a picture of your dinner, because we all take pictures of our dinners, right? Everyone does that. Now you can actually go back and see where they are on the map. That's the power of Apple, Pat, is that this is a simple and easy operating system to use. It's something that does so much.
Random old lady on Insta just offered me, like, how old is old? Like, is she, like, JILF material? As long as you're of legal age and she's JILF material, if she's not bad looking and you're both legal. That's kind of, no. Now that I think about it, that's actually, isn't that like wouldn't that be considered prostitution? Yeah, don't do it. And and if you really think about it, she probably has other nefarious, like, yeah, that's weird. Richard, you're closer on believing in reptilians or flat earth. Neither. She looked 80? Yeah, no. I mean, if she was like Jennifer Tilly or something like that, like, you know.
Much for us. If you need to start, if you need a stopwatch, if you want a timer, if you want to set your alarm clock in the morning, this is all going to do that for you. But it's going to do so much more. This is the way in which you're going to be able to check your email, go on social media, and even make movies. You heard me right. You have iMovie built inside of this, so you can make custom videos, movie trailers, you name it. All of that can be done right here.
Yeah, the camera on that thing is pretty rough, though. That's like a 2013 tech camera right there. When people say stopping, I don't know if it's in the name of love, it's hammer time, or should I collaborate? Oh, God. Bringing up some old-ass songs there, man.
On your iPad.
I mean, it definitely has the CPU and GPU grunt to do the video editing, but if you're going to be recording video on that thing, it's like, it's a no.
This is such a powerful tool, and it does so much, and it's so customizable. There's actually a new application. It's called the UCam Makeup app. And Pat, I want to show you how this works. I actually did this scan earlier. This is so cool. I'm going to take this out of the carry case.
That looked awkward. Look
how easy it is to pop right out.
Yeah, that's cheap shit. I'd actually be concerned a little bit. I want to see him put it back in and fold it on if the keyboard would scratch the screen.
What I did was I took a...
Because you know that cheap shit case with those... I mean, the keyboard's functional. I've seen devices that had it before. It's fine. But if it doesn't have a cushioning between that and the screen, it's going to scrape up the fucking screen. Possibly.
Scan of my face. So it just took a picture. The UCam Makeup app here actually went through and gave me a skin score. So it goes through with this photo and takes a look here at all...
But again, folks, people are worried about a vaccine. Like, come on. This is Minority Report right here. It ain't the vaccine you got to worry about.
All the different aspects, the different spots that you have. It looks up the dark circles, and it identifies this. It aged my skin at 27.
Yes, Zeb. You're a good man. Yes.
I'm 29, so I'm gonna take pride in that it aged me at 27. But it also will even have a skin diary for you to go to, and it
knew he was younger than me.
Will make different recommendations of products that you can use for your skin. How powerful of a tool is that? That's one of the many things you can do right here with your Apple iPad.
If you have people that are anti-vax, at least because they think there's a tracking device in the COVID-19 vaccine, could you just show them this video? Show them selling the iPad and be like, oh, you have an iPad too? Cool. Well, guess what? They don't need a vaccine in you to do this. You're already fucked. So get the vaccine, you conspiracy theory idiot.
And you know what's so great?
If Bill Gates is going to butt fuck you, he already knows where you are. No pressure, though.
Amazing.
It's a pound. It weighs literally a pound. We're giving you those good accessories that and I think a lot of us who went to the...
There, you hear that snap. That sounded like a bone was cracking. That was not Come on, man. Smile through the pain.
Apple Store and spend our money. This is what you get.
Oh, I almost thought it had magnets to like make the bottom click in magnet. I thought, no, it doesn't. You just kind of have to awkwardly press it against. Oh God, that's actually in the case I saw that was functional but cheap shit. This looks like it's slightly below that one.
And if you're lucky, they give you this, and that's it. And everything else is a la carte. If you'll think about it
Yeah, but it's actually decent stuff, not this garbage.
that way. Let me just hit this really, really quickly. And remember,
Remember, folks, $10 for the cloth. $10.40-something. Like, you can't make this shit up that they dare tell you that little cheap shit cloth that they give away for free is $10. What is that made of leather? Is that like what?
this is a price that you do not want to miss out on. About 1.2 million of these have been sold as our weekend bonus value, and I think the price goes away at the end of Monday.
Really? Is she not? I hope she's lying about that just to make the demand see it high. That's so sad that 1.2 million people got swindled.
So there's the value, the weekend bonus value. As you can see, listen, if that 32 gig will work for you, no problem. It's $98. You pay it off when the bill comes. You got 5 months, or you can upgrade that to a 12-month with the Q card, and your payment will be $40.83. Imagine that for the Apple. And then the 128 gigabyte on that, you're saving $212. If you want to do the 12-month Q card, it's $51.67. Otherwise, it's $124. Look at what you get. You get headphones, 2 different kinds of headphones. You get a stand. You get software. You get the keyboard case, which I think is awesome. And you get choices of colors. And you can go right there on QVC.com. I mean, I think that's one of the nice things. And you can pick your color.
Rich people have freedom of choice. This isn't... Oh, I know they have freedom of choice. What do you mean? Like... I know no one has a gun to their head. It's just still incredible that they dare sell this stuff, and people are, I guess, are buying it. Even though I saw something where they said that like they have like disappointing quarters, and you know it's an evolving world. Like, yeah, people are moving on from this. Forcing it on people only makes people. Oh, you're talking about the vaccine. You realize there's other mandatory vaccines out there that everyone pretty much has had to get, right? The reason that the pandemic is going on the way it's going on is because we don't have, or either people are not taking the vaccine by choice. We have an oversupply here, and then there's other countries that are begging for the vaccine. It's so fucked. That like there are people like, I wish we had an oversupply here. But here we're conspiracy theorist idiots. With the one thing that there shouldn't be a conspiracy theory about. Are pharmaceutical companies shady as fuck? Yes. Should you blindly trust your government? Fuck no. But there's a billion other ways. Rich, they might be using the vaccine to track us. They already can track us. Those important notes are nice and small, so older people can't read them on their time. Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. You just can't wait forever, because Justin and I had this conversation on Thursday night. I was like, oh, geez, David's going to sell out of the 128 gigabyte. I'm not going to have it to offer anybody. So here's.
Well, then look, there's the guy who's been supporting me in the stream. Shout out, I think it was Bugle Boy. I mean, you brought it up here, so I'm sure I can make it public, is that if he got the vaccine, he wants to get it, but his family would kick him out of the house if he got it. Because they think that even though he gets the vaccine, something from the vaccine would, like, infect them. Like, am I wording that right, Bugle Boy, if you're still here? It's insane, man. It's insane. It's insane. But what I always find ironic is these people who are anti-vax and anti-mask, when they get sick, where do they go? Hospital. Thought you don't believe in science. I thought you thought that science and medicine was a sham. Why are you going? Oh, wait, now that you got it and the reality setting in, now you're scared. Now that you realize the Facebook groups that you went to that made you feel like a fucking expert, maybe they were just a little off the mark. Name other mandated vaccines. Spread your cheeks. How many vaccines do you have to get? You have to get measles vaccine when you're in school. There's vaccines when you have to get that they won't let you in school. I don't know them off the top of my head, dude. Matter of fact, let me look them up then. What are mandatory vaccines in the United States? Required vaccines for childcare and school. Let me find out where it is in New York. Anyway. But it varies from state to state. But there are vaccines that you are required to get before you even enter school grounds. I know they exist. Got vaccinated in February and have a tingly gooch, hard nips, and constantly shooting ropes. Well, that actually sounds like a good time. Yeah, tuberculosis, measles. Like, I love how people, that's what they do to you. Because I'm sitting here doing a QVC stream, you know, and I'm just bringing up one of the talking points that people say to not get using the vaccine to track me. Oh, really? Here's your phone doing a facial scan of you that it could differentiate your faces, tell your age, and tell where you took the picture. But yes, lose sleep over a vaccine that is not going to do that to you. You're already screwed is my point. But that's what people do, because I'm not a medical expert, even though I know there are mandatory vaccines that many states have that you have to get before a child enters school grounds. Hep C, or Hep B, I thought. Hep B is another. Polio. There's so many of them. But because I don't know them off the top of my head, because I'm not a dedicated political commentator, it's like, oh, I got him. No, there are mandatory vaccines. That before, unless you're going to keep your child uneducated and homeschool them or just keep them home, they're going to have to get. But you got me, man. You got me. Because I don't know them instantly off the top of my head. But they do exist.
Here's black, here's silver, here's red, here's rose gold.
Congratulations, Uncle Schulte, on shooting ropes.
Here's blue marble, here's leopard. Justin, this has a 10-hour battery life, and the 8th generation, as all generations, got even better than the 7th.
Thank you, Vampire Rockstar. This is why I like you. This came through. There are 6 vaccines you need to get to be accepted public-private school, and the Supreme Court ruled in 1905 that vaccine mandates are constitutional. And what's amazing is that a lot of the reason a lot of us are here is because of medicine, is because of vaccines, is because of science. But now all of a sudden, everyone wants to doubt all of that. Am I saying blindly trust anything? No. But think about why you're here. Think about why you could sit on a fucking iPad mini and go into a conspiracy theory group. Because of science and technology. Look at this. Here's technology right in front of you. Man, we opened up Pandora's box of social media. I don't bring this up often, but as a former member of USAF, we had to get vaxxed in basic. I don't get how some guys are against it. Like, bro, we already did it. What's the issue with this one? Well, the argument is, which it is out there, they could research it, and I have too, that the tech behind the vaccine is like well over a decade old. It's like they designed a template for a God forbid situation like this. It's not that the vaccine was just magically conjured up overnight. Are you being sarcastic or are you being serious, man? I mean, look, I apologize if I hope that that's one thing that'll get me going, you know. But that one time I really lost it, and I went a little over the top. I will admit, maybe more than a little over the top, but that's okay. It happened. Water under the bridge. But a couple people anyway, don't want to over-exaggerate, came and said, Rich, you kind of, you didn't convince me, but I thought about what you said and I got the vaccine. Maybe I saved a few people's lives. I'm not trying to, like, add self-importance to myself because I know it's not there. I don't want anyone to think that, but that was kind of fucking cool to me. You know what I mean? Like, that was kind of cool. Like, I may have saved their lives for all I fucking know. Got vaccine, grew a third arm, can't come. That kind of sucks. If you think if you had a third arm, it'd be easier to fucking spread your cheeks and go to town. Remember when my mother got COVID-19, said she was getting the vaccine? Well, she did a 180 and believes some antibody shit, despite almost dying. Interesting question. I'm curious. Does she have any kind of other health issues now because she had COVID-19? I know a lot of healthy people who are not fat. Before that one's brought up. Adam Corey, how are you? That had health issues, like heart issues, other issues, after they got COVID. I was about to say after they got the vaccine. Oh God, please. We not after they got COVID. Yeah, I get it, Mark, but here is the thing. Everyone goes, I don't want big government. I don't want big government. I agree. But people lost their minds with seatbelts, too. I don't want the government. It was, which actually, if anything, here's the thing. The vaccine not only may prevent you from getting sick and possibly dying, it could save other people because if everyone's vaccinated, it builds up herd immunity. Herd immunity means that if people aren't getting sick, they're not spreading it. A seatbelt, 99.99999% of the time is just if you don't want to wear a seatbelt, you're a fucking fine. Be a fucking idiot. I don't even really give a shit. Hey, look, you want to come into a grocery store shirtless, man or woman? Go ahead. But no one ever complains about that stuff. It's like that's against. Hey, I should be able to go with my hairy mozzarella tits flopping around to go pick up some watermelons and get some steaks. There's rules and regulations out there. And the reason why they're out there is that we as a species are not evolved enough to self-govern. If you want freedom, sure, let's just shut down the government. And you want to see what freedom will do? You want to see what that level of freedom will do? You ever see the movie The Purge? Have fun. The government forces you to not drive all. There you go. That's against my freedoms. That's a totalitarian government. I can't get stoned. I don't do this. But I'm saying I can't get stoned to go drive. I don't really drink that often. I can't drink and drive. That's tyrannical. No, the law's in place because people are assholes and still do it anyway. It definitely mitigates it. But could you imagine if they just said, you know what? Yep, you could drink and drive. You could drink as much as you want to and drive. It would be Armageddon. There's a reason that there's rules and regulations. I don't want government controlling every part of my life. But there's reasons that the rules and regulations have to exist because if they don't exist, then it would be fucking anarchy. And this is still after, dude, I hear that all the time, too. There's people that are in hospitals with COVID. And they're like, hey, if you survive, are you going to get the vaccine? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you saying that you not be able to whip out your dick and piss on a table at a restaurant is a tyrannical? Because you can't. Public indecency, you'll get handcuffed. Or is your government tyrannical because you can't stick your dick in some other person's lasagna at the restaurant? I want freedom of choice. I want to be able to choose to stick my dick in some other person's food at a restaurant whenever I want to. someone's going to clip that, but you get what I'm saying. No, you can't do that. You would get handcuffed and go to jail. There's reasons that there are some rules and regulations because we are incapable as a species to self-govern. Anyway, let's continue talking about, even Republicans are saying to get the vaccine, it works. Trump can't even, he created a monster. Pandora's box is open. He can't close it. Kevin O'Connor, thank you. As much as Trump said stupid shit and caused all this stuff to happen, he never said that I am anti-vaccination. He always kind of, I am Operation Warp Speed gives me an Operation Warp Penis. Believe me. But I am going to make fun of Joe Biden for wearing masks because I think he's a giant pussy. Donald Kerr could shit on a ferret, and I'll eat some lasagna with Ted Cruz. Mr. President Biden, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sausage! With my hairy legs in the sun, thank you. I have no idea what the fuck he's saying. What is he talking about? He's out of his fucking mind. Okay. Danny the Foot, thank you very much for the peach.
As far as it's faster, the graphics are even better, etc., etc.
Yeah, so from the 7th generation.
Even Ben Shapiro, but dude, this is the monster that was created. People forget that there's mandatory vaccines. People don't that's the argument. Rich, they want to force, there's plenty of things that are forced in you. Why am I saying that my government, of course my government's corrupt. I'll be the first to fucking agree with Michael Cortez. You super chatted me. I'll be the first to agree with you on that. But there has to be some kind of law and order. And yes, there has to be some kind of, if you want to call it that, government control. Because if you just said, you can do whatever the fuck you want to, you would have people driving drunk, snorting lines of coke off their steering wheels, going into stores naked and shitting on the tomatoes. I don't want someone shitting on my tomatoes in the United States of America. It's incredible just how much damage Trump did to this country, destroyed faith in the news, science, election results. You know what, though? I always say this. And look, yes, I agree. He accelerated it tremendously, but Trump was the effect, not the he wasn't the cause. The cause was rooted in government corruption, money in politics. The politicians are going to do what's in favor of their interest, of their corporate donors' interest. And, a lot of times, like I said, when they get out of office, they start working for these companies as consultants. It benefits them. And then what happens is that people get, they get disillusioned, they feel oppressed, and they're looking for something to blame. And then people point their fingers at the wrong thing, and you get this distrust, which understandably so, there's distrust in our government, and it causes this toxic cultists. We've seen it before, man. There's some really dark, serious shit going on as we sit here looking at an iPad. You know what I'm saying? It's real serious out there. There's some scary shit going on. Biden's vaccine mandate. I heard about that. Yeah. I've heard about that. My sister was once exposed to tuberculosis, but it wasn't a grave concern because she was vaccinated for it. I don't understand why now, but the reason why is that our government has given us a lot of reasons to distrust it, and it has failed us before. So when then all of a sudden, when you tell people to trust, this is the time that people should trust you, this is the time that people should take the vaccine, you've, due to your corruption, have instilled this distrust. I'm smart enough to make my own choices and do my own thinking and be like, yeah, I'm going to take the vaccine because I know the benefits outweigh the risks. And I think that people should be vaccinated for it. It would save their lives. But I get if you don't want to think that deep and you are frustrated, why you would just distrust everything. People will probably create another government if there was anarchy. I don't want to see it go there, man. There's going to be a lot. I don't want to see I do not want to see some kind of civil war. I don't want to see it. It would turn into a disaster. There'd be a lot of bloodshed that I don't want to see.
This one is actually 40% faster. It's got 20% better graphics on it. It's an overall better experience. But with the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth generation iPad, those all are a 9.7 inch screen. This is a 10.2 inch screen. So it's a bigger display. It's a better display. The resolution on here is so much nicer. You're going to see that with this. You are going to absolutely love it.
Yes, I know. I forgot what the vaccine was for, but he made his soldiers get vaccinated. And there's many that argue, there's historians that argue that was the reason that we won the Revolutionary War, is because they weren't getting sick. I would love to see how the vaccine tech was that back then. That was pretty crazy that we had vaccines at that point. That's pretty nuts, man. But yeah, it was smallpox. Okay. There's people that say because of that vaccine that we won the revolution. If it wasn't for that vaccine, we may be still colonized. We may be colonies of England. A nurse outfit? I don't know if there's a nurse outfit that would, I would have some chest hair cleavage.
Love how the text on here pops.
Yeah, we've been talking more about a vaccine than fucking...
It's really easy to go into your iBooks, to maybe read here in your books, which looks, it works like a book, right? You can download a 400...
Well, those are specs they get from Apple. I'm not going to knock him for them. Is grandpa and grandma who are going to buy this care? No, but it's still talking points that may make people who don't understand be like, oh, 20% better graphics as I'm looking at spiral cut zucchini. Because you need those 20% better graphics. You just whiz by those chopped onion, celery, and carrots and packages of cubed butternut squash and spiral cut zucchini with...
Can I taste your nuts?
No!
Page book, and it's going to weigh...
They're not washed.
Just 1 pound. You can come in here and you can change the text up on here. You can change the...
All right, that you might see, because once you're kind of like... When you're pinching the zoom and stuff, that graphical performance can benefit you. I'm a horse.
Background so that it's a little bit less straining on your eyes if you want to. You can change up even the font that's inside of this. So this is complete customization. And Pat, when we're talking about that processor,
what is he? Why do you have a blurred out picture there? What's going on there, Bill?
7th generation. Look at all of the different things I have open right now. There are 42 different applications that I have opened up, and I can scroll through in each and every one of them and look at how responsive.
There's a lot of lessons we need to learn as a post-social media society, meaning that now we live with social media, because laws need to be implemented and things that, without censorship, which is tough. So there has to be that delicate balance, but I just don't think our ape brains can handle getting as much information. That's why I think we're having a lot of problems right now, too, beyond the corruption in government. But misinformation could spread real quick. Just finished Mass Effect trilogy. I am. You must feel that's a lot of hours. Holy shit.
It is.
Yeah.
Look how immediately it responds to my finger. It's not like it's waiting. It's instantaneous. If you have a piece of technology, if you have a tablet that maybe takes a little...
I know it's choppy because of his webcam, but it's not really a good look for the iPad.
Little bit of time. Maybe you have something that... I always like to compare this to and say that if you're working harder than your technology, that's a problem. This will always be the hardest working piece of technology for you, and that's the way that it should be.
Justin, it's part of the Apple ecosystem. If you got that Apple iPhone...
It is.
Why not go ahead and pick this up? Because it works the same way. It's beautiful. It does the same thing. I put a list in here. It'll show up on my phone. We are just not even touching the tip of the iceberg here, but here's what you need to do for us. You need to make sure, while we still have choices, the 128 gigabyte or the 32 gigabyte, and then you're going to choose the...
I just noticed something as they're closing this up. she didn't really show the case off that much, the one with the keyboard. You know why? Probably because it actually is really even shittier than I thought it was. Because usually they show you them putting it in, at least from the other ones I saw.
Color of the iPad.
Unless she does it right now.
We have their gray, space gray, we have silver, and we have apple gold, which is really rose gold. You're going to obviously...
Yeah, they just cut. Oh, no. Yeah. We'll end the night with this. A digital Bible e-reader. Sure. Yes.
Thank you. I've been telling everybody all show that we...
I only get vax if it's a large... So you're just going to, well, if it's vaccination, man, if you want a suppository to vax you, bless your... Oh,
You're going to have a half-inch thick Bible in the show. Now, I think we all know that that's...
Because that's what I'm losing sleep over. I just need my Bible with me. Look, whatever your religious beliefs are, this is like when you look under the most unnecessary product. She's actually kind of cute, by the way. Actually, I don't even know yet, is she?
Kind of nearly impossible, because isn't the Bible supposed
Yeah, she's rocking that Karen haircut really good.
to be that?
I'd have a chicken Caesar salad with her. Mom, are you serious? Like, did he actually make a restaurant? I'm surprised it took him this long if he did.
That thick. But I would just like to tell everybody that this is so amazing. It's new. It's the only order before.
Because you can't get an app on your... I'm sure if I look up a Bible app right now, let me look it up. And this is on iOS, and I'm sure there's quadruple... Bible. Let me look. Bible. Oh, dude, it's everywhere. Look, it's 5 stars, 7.1 million. The Holy Bible. Oh my God! But
for Easter, it comes in a gift box. It is so awesome. This.
She really has the Karen haircut, but she is good looking though. She does have the Karen haircut.
Is your new Bible? That's a half-inch thick.
That's actually not that thin.
Because it is.
This is really a product that exists. And look, and again, it's not even about like, just get the app for your fucking phone or your iPad or even like I'm sure if I had a Kindle right here, obviously, of course, if I had an Amazon Kindle, they would have a Bible app on there. You get that. Why is this a thing? Oh my God. Just the fact that it exists, I could roast it all day.
Dedicated Bible e-reader.
Man, she got those hot pink nails too. Like, that's like some 80s nail polish, but whatever. She's a good-looking Karen.
I don't mean an iPad that you pull up the Bible app, but then you get...
And that rock on her finger, man, she could kill someone with that thing. She punched him. Holy shit. If that's real.
Get distracted by like texts coming in or checking your email or going on to check the sports scores. I mean, this is your Bible.
White glint, thank you very much.
Whether you'd like the New King James or my favorite, the NIV.
You don't have a favorite, I guarantee you. She doesn't have a favorite.
Oh!
Oh! Whoa! It shows the text of the Bible in like 3,000 font. I get who this is for, but again, you could have a big font on your Bible right here. And it's located in it. All right, I'll look it up later.
Big letter. Mike Moore.
Yeah, she's because any of us had a chance with her if she wasn't married. She's like, wow, this fat YouTuber on YouTube is watching me talk about a really terrible product. Hopefully he takes me out to dinner.
B, less than $1 a day. Take it, buddy. Take it, my Bible friend.
God, she's enthusiastic about this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so this is the My E-Bible. It's an e-reader and audio player. And it's preloaded, like you said, with the new international version.
I got to see how much they're selling this for. This is insane. I guarantee if this thing's like $100, I'm going to shit my pants. I will shit my pants on stream. If I might ask, are you going to vaccinate your children when it becomes available to them? Absolutely. I'm thinking of vaccinating one of mine. Yes, absolutely. Yep, without a doubt. I wish it was available now. Obviously, I want them to do the proper testing and make sure that it's safe. So when it's safe, but yeah, of course, without question.
And the new King James Version. Now, with the e-reader, you have this touchscreen here, and you can easily choose your version.
literally, I guarantee you, everyone that bought this was like over 75, without a fucking question.
Version that you want, so I chose the new international version.
How is this a thing? Rich, please watch the vid I just DM'd you at 0.5. Okay. You have a beautiful ass. Do me a favor, could you watch him while I get something? Hold on. You were in the way of the camera. What did I tell you about that? Shh. Shh. Thank you for complimenting my fucking ass. Thank you, Mr. Cage. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate the donation. It's very nice of you. It's time. Well, I think because of you, Mr. Cage, that my my Z Fold 3, where it actually has protection of the hinge case, is on the way. So you get the nipples, I get a case. This is a family-friendly stream with a family-friendly bird. We have a. I don't want to put you against my iPad because you fall, and if you fall on my iPad Mini, I'm gonna shit on you. You won't be eating corn ever again. You're such an effing hypocrite. I didn't know you didn't vax Carl. Oh, yeah, I didn't vax the bird. Yeah, you got me fucked. Jig's up for me. Oh yeah, well, I forgot. I got so out of my mind there. I actually forgot about this. We are at 574.03 right now for super chats. We can do it. I think we can. I think we can. You could watch me suffer. Look at that side man boobage right there. Can't wait to go back to that. I was sore today from the gym. Going back to the gym again tomorrow. I don't want side titty. I know him a hell of a lot, man. I just saw some pictures of me where I was holding my middle son when he was newborn. I looked like a giant meatloaf with a shirt on, and my son looked like he was a cherry tomato as I was holding it. Like it looked, but I need to keep going, man. I want pecs. I want abs. I want a flat, hairy, tight ass. I have a flat ass, but it's not. Why am I telling? Shh. Cole, how are you? From Colin. Okay. I will check. I will check right now. I will check. Let me see here.
It's 5 stars, 7.1 million. The Holy Bible.
God, it sounds like I'm fucking. I had like a fifth of vodka. All right, let's keep going with this masterpiece here.
Then you can just choose the book that you want. Oh, my fingers aren't working.
That's all right.
There we go. You can scroll through all of the books of the Bible and then all of the chapters of that book. Click confirm, and there.
Today I didn't go to the gym because I was sore from yesterday. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing chest and triceps. I'm a chest and tricep man tomorrow. And abs. I always do abs.
There you go.
Oh, but
right
how did
there.
I get the typeset so big on mine? Mine's awesome.
There's
By the
a
way,
font selection.
haven't even told you that there's color choices here. Cannot believe.
I can't believe she really went with the Karen haircut. That's noticed. What is this from? It's not that long ago. Yeah, she was totally rocking the Karen haircut when the Karen haircut was known to be a Karen haircut.
That you have $1 a day, not even easy pay. And yes, this can be an audio Bible too. And yes, you can take notes. And yes, all 66 books of the good word are in here. And
Two
yet you're
different
not
versions, yeah.
carrying around a thick Bible. This
Yeah, because you can't get an app. I need an Android phone. Nicolas Cage. I guarantee, because I know there's Bible apps on Google Play Store that probably do all of what this does better. And here's the thing: even boomers, not actual, no screen. God damn it! I'm going off on a tangent. Blame Nicolas Cage. He had to compliment my ass. When you compliment my ass, I lose my. But look, like, and all right, now you see. Like, you could do that. Like, you could do that on cheap apps or free apps. The app I think is literally on iOS is free. Yes, it has in-app purchases, but it's probably cheaper than this. It's definitely cheaper than this.
This is an audio version as well. Earbuds come with. Real quick, you're choosing. This is what we call fuchsia, but that's a lie because it's really red. This is black. This is, again, we call it turquoise.
Does it have a barrel plug, really? Is that a barrel plug I see there? Like, they actually have they don't just have a micro USB? Nicolas Cage.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's loud. Holy fuck, I gotta fix that later.
It is actually forest green. Fuchsia and turquoise, which actually are red and green, I'm sorry, I have to be honest, are the most limited. Comes with earbuds because can you play a few verses?
Just sitting there in bed with your digital Bible, my e-Bible, digital e-reader, using their cheap-ass headphones, listening to the scriptures. No, Jesus did not want you to do this. I'm telling you, if Jesus was alive right now, like on earth, he'd be like, what the fuck are you? Do not buy this from this Karen. She's a pretty good-looking woman. I agree. Jesus would tell you that. But don't buy this from Karen.
I can.
Okay,
yeah.
do it.
So on this one right here, I got a few verses bookmarked. So I'm just going to click in, and everybody loves the Sermon on the Mount, the most famous sermon ever preached. So I'm going to click into that.
Imagine when you're in the meeting. And they're like, yeah, tonight you have to try to sell an e-reader in 2017. E-reader of specifically only the Bible in 2017. You'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? Like, they could do this on any, like, the cheapest Android phone ever. Cheapest Android tablet ever. And you really... All right. We'll just have the really hot Karen sell it, and maybe it'll fly off the shelves.
That bookmark.
Where did Mike Richard Simmons?
Then I'm just going to press play, and you can listen.
Chapter 5. And seeing the multitudes, he went up on a mountain, and when he was seated, his disciples came to him.
This is really happening.
Then he opened his mouth and taught.
spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Then he opened his mouth and
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor.
And as you're listening, you can just
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
scroll up and read along.
For they shall be comforted. Blessed.
I want to know that person who actually bought this and is doing this with this. I need to see them. I need to see them. I need to know who they are. We need to have discussions about apps that you could get on many other things. Like, imagine, gather around, kids. We're going to get out the e-Bible digital e-reader and audio player. Does Grandma realize she could just get a fucking app for her phone? No, she doesn't. She spent like $100 on this thing. Oh, poor Grandma.
Are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Mike,
Blessed.
my husband and I are in a Bible study every Thursday night.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You are not in a Bible study every. She's just not.
Yes.
And so 2 things happen. I take my thick Life Application Bible, which I do love, because then, you know, I like all the cheaters notes on the bottoms, because things I don't understand, it can help me figure it out.
Yep.
And then Joe takes his iPad. And the thing is, inevitably, that
I would go to Bible study with this Karen, though. I'm not a religious person, but if she was like, hey, let's go on a date, let's go to a Bible study. All right, you're pretty good looking. Fine. All right, I'll go. All of a sudden, I'm a religious man.
that on the iPad, like a message comes.
Camelot coming through, small pee-pee clubby clapper for sure.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
Comes in, an email comes in, the notifications, the audio alerts. He, of course, like most of us, gets distracted. I will just say that the audio component to this e-reader completely blows away what my personal Bible can do. Not to mention that
your Bible doesn't speak to you.
My Bible does not. I mean,
oh my God, a paper Bible doesn't speak to you? Color me fucking shocked.
Spiritually it does, but not audibly. And my Bible is like, my God.
My girl is in a Bible study, and Thursday we pray to God. If you, dude, you know that she's not in a Bible. If she is, fine. But I just no.
Gosh, 5 times.
Just turn it on airplane mode, Karen's husband. That is true, man.
Oh yeah.
Turn that shit on. Like, come on.
Is this e-reader? This is a dedicated e-reader just for the Bible, for connecting with God, for learning the good word.
Yeah, I like, even if you are a Christian or Catholic, you are not sitting there with that thing. You're not doing it. Oh man, I just need to get this scripture in while I'm on the bus going to work. No, you're not. You're not doing it. You're a liar.
Word for finding the hope. Oh, can we talk about that? So let's say I'm having a certain problem. Like,
look how intensely too. It's like he's playing like a match of Call of Duty. He's like, oh, these scriptures. Can't do this on my phone. Wait, yes, I can. I need to know the price of this thing. They're holding it out too because it's probably so ridiculous that anyone with like a more than double-digit IQ will be like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
Like, I need hope.
If it's any more than 50, I'm gonna shit.
I need
Did I say 100 before 100? No, this thing is not worth more than. Let's say the screen doesn't look that awful. Maybe I'll go $69.99.
Which problem today, Sean?
Oh, Mike.
I'm just kidding.
No, because bullshit. Because it's literally a gimped tablet.
Do you have? But seriously, can you? Because that's another cool feature to this.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Imagine, like, as a punishment, hey, Mom, I want an iPad for Christmas. Oh, we got you a tablet. It has nothing but the Bible in it. Mom, why I wanted an iPad. Why'd you? Because you fucking failed every class this semester and you're a piece of shit, son. Read your fucking Bible and don't talk to me. You remind me You remind me of your mother, and that's why we got divorced, because you, like your mother, are a piece of garbage. So you get a Bible for Christmas. Go fuck yourself.
A special feature. So the one that Sean is talking about is the search feature. So I just click on that, and if you're going through a rough time,
I could just imagine hyper-religious parents buying this for the kids so they'll only have access to the Bible and nothing satanic on. I'm sure that, yeah, I guarantee you there's whack jobs out there doing it. Like real-life Ned Flanders.
and you need some encouragement, some verses on hope, you just click right here, type in hope, click search. Over 140 verses on hope.
Whoa, man. Who needs Google? Who needs Google? You could look up the verses on Google. I guarantee you. I think there's a website that you could look it up.
Hope pop up right away.
So awesome.
Yep.
And by the way,
And then you can just click in and start reading.
I mean, so.
Yeah. And if you're also, oh, sorry to interrupt.
No,
there.
you're fine.
Also, if you're in church and your pastor says, please turn to the book of Amos, and we all.
I thought he said anus. I'm sorry. Like it took me a second. Maybe I zoned off. $2 says you crap yourself. Let's see.
No, you hear the flipping of the page.
I'm just shuffling through the book of anus.
And my hairy ass. Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
I'm deep in the book of anus.
Oh, where's that book? You can just click right here, type in the book that you need to read.
Guarantee you this is just a reskinned Android too. It looks like it. Why does it have emojis for a Bible? Where they look at the top bottom right corner? It has emojis. Look. What are they doing? Do they like? Oh my God! I have to have a googly-eyed heart smiley face on this verse. Like, well, I'm Christian. It's so ridiculous. Like, get an app on your phone. Like, it's not even me knocking religion. This is such an unnecessary.
And right away, that book comes up and you can start reading.
Okay, so can I just say, look what it also can do.
Yep.
Oh! What? Look what? Karen, tell me.
It has a highlight feature.
I'm a big writer and highlighter, and so it has the highlight feature.
Yeah, does anyone really believe that she's fucking sitting there on like a Thursday evening with her husband going to a Bible study and feverishly highlighting the scriptures? Get lost. Kick rocks. You're not doing it.
But then don't forget, this is also not just an e-read.
Book of Anus. Oh.
Reader, it's an audio player. Comes with the earbuds. I just think, I mean, you're a youth pastor, young and old alike. It can be very difficult to get in to the book.
Yep.
And
oh God, maybe she really is. I guarantee you that. I wonder if they're like really like they think the vax is like a sign of the demon. Like her, I don't believe it. She just kind of looks like she just gets Botox and plays like tennis and. He looks like a creepy guy that would be I don't know.
And this being so
he kind of creeped me out from when I first saw him.
Portable and really so user friendly, and the fact that it actually can tell the story of the word to you
while you're reading it.
Huge.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, it's distraction free. It's a dedicated Bible device.
It's a GIMP tablet that we're trying to make the glass seem half full with this, not half empty. What we're selling you is a tablet that we stripped out every other feature, used a reskin version of Android, and are going to resell it to you for an exorbitant amount of money. But we're still waiting on that price. And the more time goes on, the more, and they're not mentioning price, the more I'm thinking this price is higher than I'm expecting. Could be wrong, though.
Bombarded with distractions all the time when we're on our tablet, our iPhone, things like that. Facebook messages, text messages.
Turn notifications off if you're that intensely reading your Bible. What is his name? Pastor Phil? Turn notifications off. You could have an interruption-free experience while you read the Book of Anus. Go deep into the Book of Anus. Turn off those notifications and you'll be distraction-free.
Games, apps. You can know that when you're reading this, you're dedicated to the Bible. Or if you give it as a gift to somebody, with Easter, Mother's Day, First Holy Communion coming up, you can...
Or if you want to punish your children and tell them they're pieces of shit by not getting them an actual tablet. Oh, you failed all your fucking classes this semester? Oh, you wanted an iPad? Here's an iPad. This isn't an iPad. It's a digital Bible, and we're not even religious. Go fuck yourself. Do better in school next time.
You know that you're
Please don't put that book in anus. It would probably hurt.
giving them a distraction-free device.
So let me just say, this is brand spanking new right now. It's ending out our show. It is the only order before Easter, and we've done the math. We're pretty sure, almost 100%, but can't promise, but pretty doggone sure you're going to get it in time for Easter if you want to gift it, which, by the way, if you do, it comes in the box. And look, the box is the Bible. Just so we're clear, this
So
isn't
you just
like...
put that on your bookshelf.
I mean, it comes here. This is how it comes, in a little e-Bible box.
Yeah.
My jaw's hitting the ground.
He probably would say that for this if they said they would. Hey, we'll feature you in one of our QVC specials that 13 people will watch.
My jaw's hitting the ground.
Sure, I'll say if my jaw's hitting the ground.
Otherwise,
Moses brought the tablet down from Mount Sinai. I don't know anything about the Bible, so if you're actually being serious, I have no idea.
no, it would be difficult to give something like this.
Even though I went to a Catholic grammar school and Catholic high school and had Bible classes, do I remember anything? No. It's probably part of the reason why I'm agnostic now, to be quite frank with you. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. It comes in the box, giggity.
But it's the presentation is gorgeous, but the
really
meaning
is.
behind it is huge. And then, do you mind playing the verse I asked you for earlier? Because
Okay,
I have a
yeah.
favorite verse from the book of James.
So I'm going to come back over here.
Imagine having to sit here and justify talking about
Here again and click to my bookmarks. And Sean asked me to bookmark James chapter 1. And you said the New International Version is your favorite.
Yep.
So I bookmarked the New International Version. So I'm just going to click there and begin playing.
James, chapter 1. James, a servant of God.
and the Lord Jesus Christ to 12 tribes scattered among the nations. Greetings.
And of the Lord Jesus Christ to the 12 tribes scattered among the nations. Greetings. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that.
I'm just picturing the look of horror on children who receive this for punishment. I guarantee you there's either really crazy parents out there that bought this for their kids so it keeps them away from everything else and just the Bible. Those poor kids. And I don't know. Kids punished with spanking with the Book of Anus. Yes!
You're getting Grandpa excited.
That the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work.
Like, imagine they're just sitting there like a kid's punished on Christmas Day and they're just doing like, they're like, this is it. This thing's just going to talk to me.
So that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything.
It's one of my favorites as well, especially
Right.
when you're going through a tough time.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you want to listen to the Bible. If you're in bed at night and you don't want to wake up your spouse, you don't have to turn the light on.
Yeah, my wife is sleeping next to me. I'm just have a hankering to just crack out the Bible right now and just have it play, have an audiobook play to me. Selling a Bible doesn't matter because it's just weird. It's weird. And the thing is that in 2017, there was a billion fucking apps. It's just, why does this exist?
On to read the Bible. You can.
And they still haven't mentioned the price. I'm going to shit my pants. I'm going to shit my pants. They have still not
Just pull
mentioned
this
the
out,
price.
and you can even dim it. So if you're in bed at night, you can dim the screen, as you can see.
It's Android. It looks exactly like it. It's
There.
just Android.
Or let's say you're on the beach taking photos and sending them to that little SanDisk thing. you can brighten it.
I mean, guys, again,
Taking your Bible to the beach. Oh, man, I'm on vacation. Just got to bring that Bible with me, though. I'm sure people do. I know, but wow.
there's one order before Easter. It's this now is your Bible, and it's a 1/2 inch thin. So instead of carrying around, this is my demonstrative for.
Or you could get even the cheapest phone on the planet, smartphone, and it'll be even thinner than that and have the Bible on it.
Real Bible. Here we go.
Especially,
there's even cheap phones with fairly decent big screens that will look better, probably better than that, and run the Bible better than that thing.
The big letter edition.
Right?
Those are massive. And
Yep.
you got that right here.
My life application.
Kids are gonna. It probably doesn't. They probably have like a smartwatch CPU in there.
One is whoop.
Yep.
Okay, this we call fuchsia, but it's red. There's only 500 left. This we call turquoise. It's actually green. There's only 500 left. A few more than that in the black.
I just can't believe that this is flying off the shelves. Like, I don't believe anything when they say it. Like, it's almost. You never notice that every single thing they sell, oh my God, it's almost gone. Of course they're supposed to. That's what you do in sales. I really, like, I don't believe it at all in general anyway, but, like, my belief is in the negatives with this, that this is flying off the shelves.
You down here are going to get the earbuds because remember, this is not just.
Yeah, there's a Game Boy Bible. I heard of that before. Yep. Imagine. Now that's one where it's like, yeah, imagine trying to read on that the puke green screen back in the day.
It's an e-reader.
It's an audio
This
player.
is an audio player.
As well, yeah. And then one of my favorite features, you already kind of mentioned it.
They haven't mentioned, usually they have the price up on the screen. Do you realize, like, from the beginning, like even with the iPad, they did that. They have not mentioned the fucking price here once. This is getting scary. I'm nervous. Even the Switch can run the Bible at 60 FPS. A potato can run the Bible at 60 FPS.
But if you click.
Maybe the Atari VCS can't, though, if you're trying to read the text in 4K. I'm not kidding.
Here.
Oh, hang on 1 second because we're seeing the video.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, you know, as we talk about summer vacation season and being on a plane.
Dog, get the fuck away from me. I'm reading the fucking Bible. You have food in your bowl. Let me read the book of Anus in peace, please.
Or being at a beach house, or I mean, imagine just popping this in your handbag, not like a 4-inch thick Bible. And then the more apt you are to keep it on you.
It is amazing how they could go with the narrative that no other devices that can give you a clear text of the Bible exist. They're just all gone. It amazes me how they could dare sell this and not let anyone know that every single device has that you could turn off notifications if you really want to get deep into your Bible study. These people could sell anything, man. I could take a dump on the table and they could sit there and make it think like you need that turd in your home.
And with you, the more apt you are to really engage in it and dive into it and read it. I love the highlight function.
Yeah, and you can take notes while you're reading. So
I am concerned. Usually they show the prices. I just realized that usually they show the prices right away. Why aren't they? They're hoping that whoever that minuscule niche audience that would be hooked into this has already got their hooks in them, and they could charge $4 million for this thing, and they're going to fucking buy it anyway.
So that verse in James that we were listening to, and maybe it speaks to you in some way that morning, you can click and make a note and then come back to it in a couple days if you want to.
All right, bud. So you were going to show me another cool function?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the highlight feature that you're talking about. So you have 5 different colors that you can highlight in. And what I love about that is, let's say I'm at church. And so what I'll want to do at church is...
That's a place you will never see me.
...is potentially have that be my yellow highlight. So anytime I'm at church learning about a passage, I can click yellow and highlight that. And now let's say I'm in a Bible study and I want to have those highlighted blue. And then maybe my...
I can't believe they're making this thing like it's cutting edge.
Personal devotions, I want to highlight green.
You could literally sell anybody anything, man. Holy shit.
Then I can just go right back to the home screen, click my highlights, click on my color, and there are my highlights. So if you're like, oh, what was that verse that we learned in church the other week? Oh, let me go to my yellow highlights. there it is, and you can read about it. And then you can even click into it, like I mentioned. You can have notes there that you took during the passage.
You're a youth pastor. I think this is so great for a young person because I definitely think
loving technology.
Yeah, right. They love technology.
Yeah, they're going to love this. They are going to hate. They are going to have lifelong therapy. They are going to have to go see a psychologist for the rest of their lives if you hand them this instead of a normal piece of technology. Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to just eat it up.
It just feels very modern and relevant. It's maybe a little less intimidating than the paper Bible.
Especially
with
bringing it to school or something like that. They don't want to be carrying around.
Yeah, just carry around that. Oh my God. Carry around that Bible. Carry around that Bible with you in school. Even at a Catholic school, if you carried around a Bible with you, unless you were going to Bible class, you would get laughed at. Hand me the aux code, bro. I got some fire.
On a Bible.
I'm not sure what you mean. What fire do you have? Do you just have heat?
Lunch, they can have this.
That's right.
This device.
Oh, bud, very cool new launch. Very timely given that Easter is a stone's throw away.
Wait,
and very fun to
the
share
price?
some time with a brother in Christ. Thanks, Mike Morby.
Good to see you, Sean.
All right. Hey now. QVC2 is our sister channel. It used to be called QVC Plus. Now it's called QVC2.
There's
Q2.
no price.
And more.
Where I don't. Okay. All right. Yeah. Stop talking. Where is the price? For more information to buy. Yes, I want to. I'm. It's not. It's gone. So we don't know the price. We don't know the price of this fucking thing. Come on. Come on. Does this make you want a third circum? Nothing would make me want any circumcision. I want to see that good for hospitals and nursing homes, too. What a waste. I wish I knew how much this was. I'm trying to see if the price is anywhere. No, there's not. I want to see if someone said it in the comments. No. I'm dying to know. They didn't mention it at all. It must have been probably like $100 if for them not to mention it. Yeah, it's sold. No, it's just the link is gone. Link should have been gone from the fucking day that product was invented. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I have good news. We did very well this evening anyway. We didn't get to 1,000, but we got to $630, which is pretty fucking incredible. So Google did 76. Okay, I'm gonna shit my pants now. That's absolutely terrible. I love how my stream, a wonderful QVC roast, is on the side of a QVC video. Yes. Yes. But I got some news, so here's what I'm gonna do. Got to think of the costume, but on Halloween I will live stream, and that night I will do the Pocky and the Death Nut Challenge in the same stream. So that should be fun. Doesn't matter. So because you guys support the living shit out of me, I think you're amazing, and that is definitely going to happen. So you'll get to see me suffer that evening. So mark it in your calendars. Halloween night, I will be going through hell. Thank you so much for the support. New members tonight, too. Did very well. And you guys deserve to see me suffer because you always support the living shit out of this show, and this is what keeps Review Tech USA going. So I will burn my asshole for you. Let that